Single-family residential is a complete waste of time. There are 3 to 4 exceptions to that rule, but generally speaking, not a great investment. Yet so many of us start with single-family residential. Personally, I've bought dozens of single-family homes over the years with mixed results.
Hey guys, my name is Mark. I have nothing to sell you, just trying to get our brand out there and help a few people with financial freedom along the way.
So to be clear, we're talking about investing in single-family residential. So that means homes that generate a positive cash flow or significant appreciation. We're not talking about buying a home because you want to live in it. That's a nice thing to do when it makes sense financially, but for this discussion, we're talking about buying a home, leveraging it, and letting someone else pay for it. Okay, here are the pros. Simplicity. These properties are generally easier to buy, especially for first-time home buyers. Stable demand. People will always be looking for nicely finished flip homes, and those who can't afford to buy a home will always be looking to rent one, so they have a little bit more space for their family to hang out in. Potential appreciation. Hold it long enough, it's going to go up in value. Easier financing. Some lenders may offer better terms for single-family homes as opposed to multifamily. Note I said multifamily and not commercial multifamily. Tax benefits. With this type of investment, you can write off your mortgage interest, your carrying costs, your lawnmower, your work boots, your Starbucks coffee. You can write off anything, basically. Ease of management. If you have 1 to 5 houses that you have to manage, piece of cake, you can do it no problem. Okay, and now for the cons. Seriously limited cash flow. Single-family residential generally makes just maybe $100 or $200 over top of your expenses, and basically you're saving that for when your furnace dies. To say that in another way, people who buy single-family homes and put a conventional tenant in them are basically just hoping that over the long run, it's going to be worth more when they sell it, okay? They're not going to make any money month to month, and in this market, it will not cash flow, which means that it's simply a question of how much of your own money are you going to put into that mortgage payment every month. Single vacancy risk. This just means that when that property's vacant or you have a problem tenant that you're trying to evict, you're losing 100% of your cash flow, your rental income, which means it's now all coming out of your pocket. Now, a special heads up to those investing in single-family homes and renting them to conventional tenants. If you live in Ontario, New York, California, and any of the number of states and provinces that have very unfriendly landlord laws, you are investing in probably the most dangerous type of real estate investment. In my home province of Ontario, a legal eviction can take anywhere from 12 to 18 months, and for my entire career, the cash for keys price was always around $5,000. It's now closer to $30,000. So proceed with extreme caution, and in Canada you probably want to focus on Alberta and Saskatchewan, and in the US you want to focus on the Sun Belt, maybe Texas, Tennessee, etc. Scalability. It's hard to scale a portfolio of, let's say, 150 or 200 homes. Not to mention, after you get past a certain amount of homes, it's hard to buy them personally. It's hard to finance them personally. So then you have to basically JV with people. And if you're JVing, why not buy an apartment building? Higher per unit cost. At the end of the day, it simply costs more to manage a single family home than it does, say, a triplex, fourplex, or apartment building. So, and it's also going to cost you more time if you're running around to different locations. Location, location, location. Everybody knows that in real estate it's all about location. So if you're planning on gaining some appreciation with a single family home, make sure you steal that sucker on the purchase and you invest in an area that is growing over the next foreseeable future anyway. Okay, considering the long list of cons and the several that I didn't even include, here are a few strategies that might be able to help you with the cash flow if you insist on buying single family residential. Number 1, student rentals. We did this from 2001 to 2017 successfully with hundreds of students coming through our doors, but our properties were located between 2 colleges, so that's a must. With this type of rental, you're going to double your cash flow, it's going to actually make money, and you're going to generally avoid problem tenants. I mean, they have their own set of problems, but you're not going to be taking people to the landlord-tenant tribunal. Number 2 is pad split. Very similar to student properties, you're basically renting the house by the room. So it's pretty common for a new investor to buy a house, 4-bedroom house, maybe live in one of the rooms, maybe not, and rent the other ones out to friends or people that you vetted through whatever means possible. Number 3 is STRs, short-term rentals. That's your Airbnb, VRBO, etc. We have 4 of these and they cash flow great. We don't have any problems with tenants. The houses are always clean because our cleaners are in there sometimes twice a week. You just have to make sure that the municipality, wherever you're setting up shop, supports you. Otherwise they'll shut you down and now you're back to conventional rentals. Also, note that they cost a little bit more to set up. My wife spends thousands of dollars on furniture for our STRs. And 4th, you have fix and flip. We did this for many years. We were flipping them 3 at a time, and if you buy right, you can make a tremendous amount of money. But you're also going to pay a lot in taxes. And don't fool yourself, it's a full-time construction job. I mean, whether you're managing crews or you're out there swinging a hammer, this is a full-time job. I mean, we are sitting in my F-350 pickup truck right now, and I own this for a very specific reason.
Hey guys, I like it so much when you guys interact with me in the comments, and to be honest, it helps with the algorithms with Instagram and TikTok and all that. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comments and we can start a chat. Hey, by the way, I just pulled up to one of our rentals and I just want to show you maybe an alternative to a single family home. All right, so this is a little single family home in front. It actually has 2 units, and then in the back we have a full triplex, all one property, 2 addresses, 5 units, for about the price of 2 small single-family homes. Much better option.
Okay, so that's our little dive into single-family residential. I encourage you to be very prudent if you feel the need to buy one as an investment. Again, they're very easy to get into, but not necessarily easy to make profitable. Stay tuned. We're going to get into a little bit more detail with the STRs and student rentals and fix and flips, because I know some of you are interested in doing some of that, and so you should. They can be good options. All right, talk to you soon.